you'll see, yes you'll see, there's room to grow.
What's some additional things that I can do to ensure the safety within the kitchen, like the stove, for example?
Okay, there's a device called a hob guard. This is a surround that goes around your burners, and it attaches to the bench top using self-adhesive pads, so it's very easy to put on. It stops pots from being pulled over the front of the hot plates, and it also protects the knobs if the knobs are up at bench level.
Okay, wonderful, great. Can we go through the different places,
Sure.
different rooms in the house?
Yes.
So the lounge room, for example, what are the danger zones there?
What you should be looking for in the lounge room are low-level sharps, for example, coffee tables. A lot of people have glass top coffee tables, and the corners can be terribly dangerous. Corner cushions can go on those. I've got a corner cushion here. You need to get the right sorts of corner cushions because many of them just don't stick on the corners, and they're made of teething plastic, so the kids actually chew the corner cushions off.
It's quite appealing to them.
We recommend a foam-based corner cushion. That's typical of what you might put on. Other things you're looking for: fireplace surrounds. Make sure if you're using an open fire or a gas fire, make sure that is protected by some sort of gating product. Looped blind cords are particularly dangerous in all of the rooms of your home. If you do have loop blind cords, just get some simple hooks and put them up above 1500 so that the loop of the cord is above 1500 millimetres above floor level, and that will stop them from getting into any sort of grief with those.
Yeah. What other things should you be looking at for the lounge room? I mean, obviously cords and leads to stereos and televisions.
Look, absolutely. In most houses these days, because of the amount of electronics, we tend to have not enough power points. So we sort of have power boards. The first thing that I'd recommend is a power board that has a safety device. This particular power board, which is readily available, has a turntable that is positioned over the terminals, and that simply opens and then snaps closed as soon as the plug is pulled out.
Okay, so what is the concern with power points?
Well, the concern with power points is that a toddler can place an object like a hairpin in a power point. Now, I probably should go back one step, and that is that you really need to ensure that your switchboard is protected by safety switches. Now, most modern houses are, and if they're not, it costs about $250 for an electrician to come in and safeguard your power board, and that will shut your power down pretty much immediately, but there still requires a purge of power before it shuts down. So you still should cover your power points.
How do you cover your power points? You've got the board there, which has got the flick.
That's right, and standard power points, you can buy these objects for almost nothing. These are little plugs that plug into the sockets of the power point and isolate the power point from the child.
Yeah, okay, so that's an important one. Are there anything else we should look at in the lounge room?
I will mention low-level glass. It's not necessarily isolated to lounge rooms, but many people are not aware of the fact that if their houses are built, say, between the mid-70s and the mid-90s, they're likely to have low-level glass that is extremely fragile. What we tend to do is, with those houses, is we rip up the carpets, polish the floorboards and create runways within the house. And a toddler on a push toy can get up a fair amount of speed, and if they hit the windowsill, that will propel them into the glass, and that can cause some serious injuries. Now, what we do with glass is, obviously you can replace the glass with safety rated glass, and that's quite expensive, but a relatively inexpensive solution is to use a safety film, which needs to be professionally installed. It's quite a difficult thing to do. It will reduce the ability of the glass to smash and shard, and it's the sharding that causes all of the dangers.
Okay. Well, I know we've only just briefly touched on a few tips, and thank you very much for coming on the show. It's been wonderful.
Then you'll see, yes you'll see.